Welcome back to Liberty Coin Value, the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures hiding right in your pocket change. Today's deep dive is all about one of the most fascinating and widely collected coins in American history, the 1944 D. Lincoln wheat cent. This is not just another old penny. This coin carries wartime history, minting secrets, valuable varieties, and surprising high dollar potential that could turn just 1 cent into huge money if you find the right one. Let's begin with the history, because the story of the 1944 D penny actually starts during World War II. Back in 1943, due to the massive military demand for copper to build shell casings, radios, and wartime electrical equipment, the U.S. Mint temporarily switched to producing pennies made from zinc-coated steel. But in 1944, after American military victories and resource stabilization, the Mint returned to minting pennies from the classic 95% copper and 5% tin zinc bronze alloy. This restoration marked a symbolic return to normalcy for the American public. The Denver Mint alone produced over 430 million 1944 D pennies, making it one of the most familiar wartime-era wheat cents ever made. However, despite the huge mintage, not all 1944 D pennies are equal. The majority circulated heavily, resulting in many worn pieces still seen today. But among them are rare varieties, mint errors, striking mistakes, off-cent examples, repunched mint marks, and extremely high-grade survivors, all of which can drastically boost the coin's value, sometimes by hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And this is exactly why collectors, treasure hunters, and coin dealers continue to search their penny jars, rolls, and coin collections for a chance at landing a high-value 1944 D wheat cent. Now let's talk about design and identity, because this coin is not just valuable, it is iconic. On the obverse, you'll see the beloved portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The motto "In God We Trust" rests at the top, Liberty sits boldly to the left, and the date 1944 with the small letter D mint mark sits just below. On the reverse, the classic wheat ears wrap the words 1 cent and United States of America, with E pluribus unum perched above. This design, often called the wheat penny, ran from 1909 until 1958 and remains one of the most collectible U.S. coin series ever produced. Now let's break down the value and worth of the 1944 D penny in today's coin market. Many people are surprised to learn that even though this coin is nearly 81 years old, it is still commonly found in circulation, and its base value starts at just 10 cents in heavily worn condition. That means any 1944 D penny you find automatically has a collector premium over face value. But the true excitement comes from the higher-grade examples. Coins in fine to very fine condition can sell for 20 cents to $1, depending on luster and color. In extremely fine condition, prices jump to $1 to $3. In about uncirculated condition, values range from $5 to $15. But once you reach uncirculated or mint state grades, especially MS 63, MS 65, or MS 67, the value skyrockets. A bright red MS 67 1944 D wheat cent is considered a gem rarity, often bringing $1,500 to $3,000 at auctions. Now let's look at valuable varieties and errors, because this is where the 1944 D wheat penny becomes extremely exciting. One of the most desirable varieties is the D/D repunched mint mark, where the D mint mark was accidentally punched more than once into the die. These errors were quite common in the 1940s, and collectors pay premium money for crisp, visible repunching. You may also find off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, lamination errors, and clipped planchets, all of which can add $20 to $300 in extra value depending on severity and condition. But the most legendary error associated with the 1944 series, though incredibly rare, is the 1944 steel cent, which exists in 1944, 1944D, and 1944S versions. A few leftover steel planchets from 1943 accidentally got struck in 1944. If someone were to find a genuine 1944 D steel penny, it could sell anywhere from $40,000 to over $125,000, depending on grade. These are the types of dream coins that make the world of coin hunting so thrilling. Another thing collectors look for is original red luster. Fresh, bright red copper coins from the 1940s are extremely hard to find because copper darkens naturally over decades. A fully red 1944 D-wheat penny can often bring 10 to 30 times more than a brown or toned one, especially in certified grades. If you have one that still shines, you may be holding something very special. So what does all this mean for the casual coin collector or everyday viewer? It means that even though the 1944 D-wheat penny starts at just 10 cents, its potential value is enormous, especially when you understand what to look for. Whether you're searching through coin rolls, inherited a family coin jar, or recently started collecting, make sure to examine every 1944 D-penny carefully. Look at the surface, luster, edges, mint mark, and details. A small error, a rare variety, or an exceptional grade could turn a simple wartime penny into serious money. And as always, this is Liberty Coin Value, your trusted source for understanding the true worth of American coins. If you enjoy learning about rare coins, valuable cents, and hidden treasures in everyday change, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss one of our deep dive episodes. The 1944 D-penny is more than just a coin. It's a piece of history, a collectible gem, and possibly even a hidden jackpot waiting to be discovered. Thank you for watching, and keep checking your change, because your next big find could be just 1 penny away. The channel where we unlock the hidden stories, surprising values, and rare treasures hiding inside everyday pocket change. Today, we're diving into one of the most collected and historically rich Lincoln wheat cents ever made, the 1946 United States 1-cent wheat penny. At first glance, it may seem like just another old penny, but this humble copper coin carries a powerful post-war story, exciting varieties, and a value that collectors continue to chase even today. So if you've ever wondered whether that 1946 penny in your drawer could be worth big money, stay tuned, because this episode will tell you everything you need to know. The 1946 wheat penny holds a special place in U.S. history. Minted just 1 year after the end of World War II, this coin represents America's transition back to peace, normal life, and economic growth. During the war, copper was so valuable for ammunition and equipment that the U.S. Mint had produced steel pennies in 1943. By 1946, copper supplies were finally stable again, and the Mint returned to making traditional bronze cents using 95% copper, 5% tin, and zinc. This gives the 1946 penny its classic deep reddish-brown tone and makes it one of the last cents struck in the original high copper alloy. In total, more than 1 billion wheat pennies were struck across the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. A huge number, but only a small fraction survive today in high-quality condition. Collectors love the 1946 penny because it captures the spirit of post-war America. People were returning home, factories were rebuilding, and the U.S. Mint was working overtime to supply the nation with new coinage. Most 1946 cents entered heavy circulation, meaning they were used for decades in everyday transactions. Many are now worn, scratched, or discolored, but the few surviving in crisp, original mint state condition are the coins that can be worth surprising money. Even in circulation today, a 1946 penny is already worth more than face value, with a starting value in the current market beginning at 10 cents per coin. That's the minimum, and depending on mint mark, condition, and special varieties, some 1946 cents can reach far higher. Now let's talk about the real excitement, value and worth. While most circulated 1946 pennies fall into the 10-cent to $1 range, the true gems appear when you start looking at uncirculated, high-grade examples. Collectors pay strong premiums for bright red mint state coins with original luster. A regular 1946 penny in MS 65 red can sell for $20, $30, or even more depending on the market. But the highest recorded auctions are where the numbers get impressive. Ultra-rare examples graded MS 67 or MS 68 red have sold for hundreds to over $1,000, making them treasure-level finds if pulled from an old collection or roll. There are also error coins from 1946 that can command big money. Some of the most desirable include off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, and die cracks. These error varieties can range anywhere from $50 up to several $100s, depending on severity and demand. Collectors cherish 1940s error coins because wartime equipment and rushed production sometimes led to mistakes at the mint. If you find a 1946 penny with unusual shapes, doubling, metal clips, or extra lines in the design, it's worth taking a closer look. You might have something far more valuable than a standard wheat cent even today. 1946 pennies continue to appear in circulation, coin rolls, old jars, and inherited collections. The fact that these coins are almost 80 years old makes every find exciting. The combination of history, affordability, and the chance at uncovering a rare high-grade example has made the 1946 wheat penny a favorite among new collectors and seasoned experts alike. If you're building a collection, this is one of the most important and accessible dates in the entire wheat cent series, so whether you're searching through rolls, checking old family change, or hunting yard sales and antique stores, always keep an eye out for 1946 wheat pennies. Their story is powerful, their value is rising, and even the most worn example carries more worth than its 1-cent denomination. With starting values at 10 cents and high-grade or error coins worth much more, the 1946 penny remains a treasure hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's classic copper coins, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Liberty Coin Value, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next exploration into rare and valuable coins. Thanks for watching, and may your next coin hunt bring you a piece of history worth big money. The channel where we uncover the history, secrets, and surprising market worth of United States coins that might just be sitting in your pocket right now. Today's video dives deep into one of the most interesting mid-20th century pennies, the 1950 D wheat cent. While this coin may seem like just another ordinary penny at first glance, collectors know that it carries a fascinating story, a rich historical background, and in some cases, unexpected value far above face value. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn everything you need to know about this classic American copper coin. The story of the 1950 D wheat penny begins at the Denver Mint, where more than 334 million of these coins were struck. This makes it one of the more common wheat pennies from the 1950s, but don't let the high mintage fool you. Certain conditions, errors, and preserved examples can turn this small copper coin into a valuable collectible. The obverse still features Victor David Brenner's iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, first introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The reverse continues the beloved wheat ears design, symbolizing national prosperity and unity before the memorial reverse was introduced in 1959. The 1950 D penny sits right in the heart of the classic wheat cent era, making it a favorite among collectors who want affordable yet historical coins that are in circulation. The 1950 D wheat cent serves as an excellent reminder of America's post-war economy. During the early 1950s, millions of Americans carried these exact pennies in their pockets as the nation rebuilt, expanded, and entered an era of economic growth. These coins were used daily by soldiers returning from World War II, families buying their first televisions, and teenagers enjoying 5-cent sodas at diners. Because they remained in heavy circulation for decades, most examples today are well worn, which is why discovering a high-grade 1950 D penny can feel like discovering treasure. Now, let's talk about value, the part everyone loves. Even though the 1950 D wheat cent is common, its current market value starts around 10 cents per coin, even in circulated condition. That means every 1950 D penny you find is automatically worth more than face value. But the real excitement comes when the coin is in higher grades or contains rare errors. A nicely preserved example in extremely fine, XF, condition can bring $1 to $3, while uncirculated, mint state, coins can sell for $10 to $45 depending on color and strike quality. Red mint state examples, bright, original, and preserved perfectly, can sell for even more and are heavily sought after by collectors who specialize in Denver minted coins. But here's where the big money lies: errors and high-grade rarities. Collectors pay premium prices for coins with double dies, off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, RPMs, or die cracks. The 1950 D is known for several RPM varieties, and depending on the strength and visibility of the repunching, these coins can sell for $50, $100, or even several $100s. And if you're lucky enough to find a superb gem graded MS 67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, you're talking about a coin that can reach into the 4-figure range, making it a genuine treasure from your pocket change. Even today, these coins continue to show up in everyday circulation. Many families kept jars of old pennies, and as these jars get emptied or cashed in, It's surprisingly common for 1950s wheat cents to re-enter circulation. That's why collectors like you and viewers of Liberty Coin Value should always check their change carefully. You never know when a little copper treasure might fall into your hands. The fact that a coin minted 75 years ago still appears in circulation makes the hunt both thrilling and rewarding. The 1950 D wheat penny represents more than just copper and design. It represents history, craftsmanship, and a genuine connection to America's past. Whether you collect for fun, investment, or curiosity, the 1950 D penny offers a perfect balance of affordability and potential value. It is a cornerstone coin for any wheat cent collection and a reminder that sometimes the smallest coins carry the biggest stories. Thank you for watching and supporting Liberty Coin Value, where we bring you the hidden worth and history behind America's most fascinating coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1950 D wheat cent, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another episode. Your next valuable coin might be hiding in your pocket or your change jar right now. So keep searching, keep collecting, and always stay curious. The channel where we explore the hidden treasures inside everyday pocket change. Today's video is all about one of the most collectible mid-century American coins, the 1952 United States wheat penny, a coin that millions of people overlook but that can still bring surprising value, especially in higher grades and rare era varieties. Whether you're a new collector or a longtime numismatist, this video will help you understand the history, the market value, the rare errors, and exactly why some 1952 pennies can be worth much more than their face value. Let's begin with a little history. The 1952 wheat penny belongs to the beloved Lincoln Wheat Cent series, designed by Victor David Brenner and first introduced in 1909. This design, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two wheat stalks on the reverse, was produced until 1958 and remains one of the most iconic coins in U.S. minting history. By 1952, the United States Mint was still striking large numbers of these pennies as the country continued to experience post-war economic growth. The Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints all produced pennies during this year, resulting in a combined mintage of over 1 billion coins. Despite the high numbers, many older wheat pennies were lost, damaged, or heavily worn through decades of circulation, which is why collectors still seek well-preserved examples today. Now let's talk about value. The 1952 penny is not considered an extremely rare coin in circulated condition, but it still carries value above face because of its age, its copper content, and its appeal to collectors. As of the current 2025 coin market, a typical circulated 1952 wheat penny is worth around 10 cents, and this is the base starting value. Coins in better condition, such as those with less wear, strong details, and original mint luster, can sell for more. High-grade examples certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC can reach $50 to several $100s, depending on the mint mark and condition level. Mint marks play an important role in value. The 1952 no mint mark, Philadelphia, penny is the most common, followed by the 1952 D from Denver, which also saw high production. The 1952 S from San Francisco is slightly scarcer and is often more desirable in mint state grades. A sharp, red-colored 1952 S penny in MS65 or better can command a premium because fewer were preserved in pristine condition. But what really pushes the 1952 wheat penny into the big money category are its rare error coins, which collectors love and often pay high prices for. Some of the most valuable 1952 errors include off-center strikes, double-die obverse, clipped planchets, and die cracks. These mistakes occurred during the minting process, and untouched original errors can sell anywhere from $50 to over $1,000, depending on severity and demand. A dramatic off-center strike, especially one showing at least 50% missing design yet retaining a full date, can be extremely valuable. Meanwhile, double-die errors, which show doubling on the numbers or lettering, remain among the most highly sought-after finds. So is the 1952 wheat penny still worth looking for in circulation today? Absolutely. Even though its base value starts at just 10 cents, many people still occasionally find wheat pennies in bankrolls, coin jars, or inherited collections. And every time you find one, you're holding a true piece of American history. The copper composition alone makes these coins more valuable than modern pennies, and collectors continue to buy wheat cents in bulk for hobby, investment, or historical preservation in today's coin market. The 1952 wheat penny remains a great example of how everyday coins can hold hidden worth. While most circulated examples fall between 10 cents and a few dollars, high-grade specimens or error coins can reach impressive prices. That's what makes coin collecting so exciting. You never know when a simple penny could be hiding a big value. If you enjoyed this deep look into the 1952 United States wheat penny and want more detailed coin history, market evaluations, and rarity breakdowns, make sure to subscribe to Liberty Coin Value, where we bring you new videos on rare and valuable coins every week. Don't forget to like, comment, and share your coin discoveries below. Thanks for watching, and keep searching. Your next pocket change treasure might be waiting.